Greetings, my viewers, and welcome back to Vampire the Masquerade Bloodlines, Episode 3. Last time, my fiendish sleuthing skills allowed me to track down the trail of one Rolf Toten to this car, where I discovered a journal that began to shed light upon the mystery of the missing woman, Lily. According to her own writings, she was turned by this Rolf, only to wind up a thin blood, a condition which she later inflicted upon the surfer E, whom we met on the beach. The final entry in the journal indicates that this pathetic excuse for a vampire was too weak to hunt properly, and thus attempted to sneak into the local blood bank to acquire that which she needed to survive. Judging by how she's been missing for some time now, it's pretty obvious that even that task was beyond her meager abilities. Well, I have little tolerance for such ineptitude, and would be more than willing to let her rot in whatever hole she's been thrown into. It would seem that I must track down this fool of a girl if I wish to understand more about thin bloods. Such knowledge may prove useful for my rise to power in the future. So, let us get on with it, shall we? I remember seeing a hospital across the street from my apartments. That seems like a pretty decent place to assume where we might find some blood. Also, we need some painkillers for Mercurio, now that I remember it. This also looks like a pretty decent place to find that. Let's try to work our way down the side alley here. Maybe there's an entrance we can use. Yes, here we are. Blood bank. Blood bank downstairs. Not a great deal of hiding places to be found here. So can we get through this door? Nah, that's not going to be happening. You see nothing? Ah, yes, here we are. I don't think we want him to see us. Actually, let us sneak up and get some blood. We are at the blood bank, after all. Computer. This is precisely what we need. Freezers. Alright, let's read a password, of course. It does not look like my hacking skill is up to the task. Difficulty 3. Perhaps we can do something about that with this experience we have accumulated. Get some more computer skill, or perhaps some more wits, which will also give us more defense in combat. Yes, let's go with wits. That will do for now. Let's try again, shall we? Ah, Ambrosia. What a fitting password. temperature. I wonder how that's relevant. Now, one freezer seems to be much warmer than the others. House code 1969. Excellent. Let's go see what lurks in these freezers. Locked door. Laundry. Hello. Interesting. Well, we'll table that for the moment. These appear to be freezers to me. These readouts aren't particularly helpful. Let's check them one by one, shall we? Nothing in here. Oh, what have we there? I believe it was 1969. Was it 1967? Hey, come here. Would you get out of the way, please? Password succeeded. Aha. That looks ominous. Or promising, I suppose, in our case. Hello. You look a bit different than I remember. Did you do something to your hair?
Hunger. I need it. A drop of it on my tongue, sliding down my throat. The hot flash in my brain lighting up my body. I can smell it everywhere. Blood.
Oh yes, we are in a giant repository of blood, so that does make sense. Just to make sure, who are you?
Let me go. It's painful, like I'm going to die. It's calling. Never felt like this before. Let me go. I can smell it. I have to have it.
Yes, well, that doesn't really answer my question. What is it worth to you? What will you do for letting you? I came all this way here, and I got no reward for it so far.
Anything. Let me go.
And now you're talking my language. Hold still. I will let you go.
Huh? Oh. Huh?
You don't look well at all. Oh, sweet mother of God!
You picked a rather poor time to step into the room, my friend.
The heat. It's never been so satisfying.
Was that so?
All of it. I drank until I heard his heart stop, and I was sucking on a dry, dead artery.
Yes.
Euphoric.
Embrace the evil.
I've killed him. I've never killed anyone before. What happened? What came over me?
You acted like a true vampire for the first time in your life. The beast took over. It happens.
Beast? What is that? Why couldn't I stop myself? Why did it feel so right?
Because you are proving that maybe you have some potential, girl. And it is our nature to be murderers and killers.
No, I'm not a monster. It was instinct. I couldn't control it. I'm not responsible for my actions.
Do not deny your birthright. Keep telling yourself that. It'll help you sleep the day away.
I'm no murderer. I didn't choose to be like this. I'm not a monster.
No one chooses to be a monster. We simply are. So, who are you?
My name is Lily.
As I suspected. You are the one E told me about.
E? You know E? How do you know E?
He asked me if I knew anything about thin bloods, which is how I found you.
I tried to tell E about his condition, but he was so furious at me for what I'd made him into, he wouldn't listen. A thin blood, from what I've been told, is a vampire whose blood is weaker than most.
So I've gathered. Go on.
Rolf, my sire, told me some vampires consider thin bloods a bad omen and want them destroyed. Rolf wasn't a thin blood, and apparently I am. I don't know why. Rolf abandoned me. His group wouldn't take me in. They said I was a liability. He left me with so many questions. And I did the same thing to E, but I didn't want to leave E. He forced me out of his life. I should go. I have to get out of here. Maybe out of the city. Soon.
Running away again. You should go see E, by the way. He said he forgives you. He wants to see you. And I probably need to tell you that so he'll give me a reward.
E doesn't hate me anymore?
No, quite the opposite. He's rather disgustingly smitten with you. You should go talk to him.
I'll go see him. Thank you.
Wait a second. I do not do rescues pro bono. What have you got for me?
I don't have anything to give.
Next time we meet, you had better have some money, or I will tell E. Be gone. Oh, what the?
Go and let that bitch
Who are
out.
you?
There's one less Phil in the world now. Why'd you have to let her go and eat him, huh?
You dare speak to me in this tone, human?
No, I'll never get to doing that bastard myself.
Oh.
Well, you know what?
Oh.
No blood for you. No more.
I see. I've intruded upon your own dark machinations. I don't need your blood anyways, fool. Now that I know where you're getting it.
Blood comes from out of the living. From all kinds in a red torrent. The crimson seep at the speed of a heartbeat. For each drop, a teeny bit of life shed. You don't care how it's got, as long as it is. You'll be begging for it, and not getting any.
Whatever. Be gone from my sight, lest I destroy you. Now then, I believe we had this interesting hole in the wall to investigate. What might be found here? The morgue. Fitting place for a corpse to shamble into, but I don't believe we have any reason to be here just at the moment. Let us pilfer some knowledge from this computer, shall we? Cadavers. Cowbell. Yes, one can never have enough of that. Bobo G. Who are you? Wounds suggest the subject was beaten to death with a baseball bat. Unpleasant. Jane Doe. Subject apparently died of indeterminate causes. Note the subject's body contained only a single pint of blood. Foul play suspected. Well, it's pretty obvious what happened there. Falls D. Severely beaten to death. Something about the way this one looked made me want to lock it in the freezer. Lots of people being bludgeoned to death around here. Subject apparently choked to death on ham and or cheese. Well, not everyone can go out with dignity and grace. Is there anything else to be discovered here? No, this appears to lead back to the stairwell. We didn't discover any medication, but, What have we here? Malcolm's office key. That would be useful, perhaps. We unlocked the doors, it seems. What have we here? Administration. Oh, computers for grandma. Another research book. Let's see, can we make use of this one? Yes, we can. To begin, put the foot pedal on the desk and push the power button on the metal box. This is the house for your friend computer, Chip, the enchanted electronic pixie that can do 4.8 billion calculations per second. Wow, that's fast, Chip. Do you see an image on the magical computer window? Reading this will boost your computer knowledge. Yes, I now understand the computer magic better. Let us put that magic to use, shall we? By perusing some personal emails. From Fred Dingo, subject a little help. Hey Danny, I could use a little help down here. Can you go up to the controlled substances for some morphine? Pretty busy right now. Thanks, F-Dog. Morphine, that would certainly help with the pain from Mercurio. We need to get us some of that, I believe. Subject, your mama, from Fred Dingo. No, it's not for my personal use, you bastard. I didn't know they were upstairs. Maybe you can get some in Malcolm's office. By the way, your mother wears combat boots. F-dog. Yes, very witty, I'm sure. Subject re-amnesia from Fred Dingo. Oh shit, that's cold, but I'll make sure to knock before I go in. I'd hate to catch him in the middle of a pelvic examination. And by the way, tell your mom to stop calling me F-dog. Personnel. Maybe I can get some dirt on the people who work here. Phlebotomist. Too many B's there. Phlebotomist P. Phlebotomist P. What an interesting name you have, my friend. Phil Phlebotomist is a loyal employee and a hard worker, but seems to have various digestive tract abnormalities, which, unfortunately, result in an increased rate of flatulence. The smell of this phenomena is nothing short of horrendous. It seems we have to do something about him. Well, your misfortunes do not stop at your name, apparently, Phil. I have some empathy for you. Dr. Bill has worked at this clinic's internal wrangler since 1999. Nothing interesting there. St. Martin M. Malcolm St. Martin is our night shift senior physician. Right. Roberts D. Has never lost a patient. No one can succeed like Dr. Roberts. Well, good for him. Thornton K. Several malpractice suits filed against him for unnecessary gynecology. Suggest termination. Someone doesn't know how to keep his hands to himself, apparently. Maybe that can be useful. What have we here? Room number 4. Occupado? No. Yeah. A pill bottle. Find some use for that later. And there's the key put to use. It seems the doctor is not in at the moment. Morphine. Oh, quite a bit of morphine, in fact. Yes, that will do nicely. What secrets do your emails hold, Dr. Malcolm? Panacea. A very appropriate password for a doctor. Subject, tonight, from P. Bennis at SMMC Mail. Malcolm, are you free tonight? I thought you could swing by my apartment after your shift. You do still make house calls, don't you, Doctor? I have something that needs to be checked out. Page. That sounds rather suggestive. Subject thinks she's suspicious, from P. Bennis. Do I really have to ask twice? We don't have to do anything if you don't want, but I really do need some help studying for my anatomy test. Please, Paige. Very forward of her, yes. I guess I'll see you around 5. I'm really glad you finally decided to come over, and if you should want me to show my appreciation, you just have to ask. She's practically throwing herself at this man. Subject on your way home, from Trina. Malcolm, do you think you'll be able to get a day off next week? My mother's coming into town on Thursday. I bought a new mattress and some new curtains for the guest room. And do you think you can pick up some donuts and orange juice on the way home for breakfast? Oh my. That sounds like a different woman who seems to think she's the one that he will be coming home to. Very juicy. What patience have we here? A separate password. Very good computer security practice. And another excellent password for a doctor. H. Poe. Diagnosis, ruptured organs, lacerations, internal bleeding. Condition critical. That's not promising. Kilpatrick. Is that the same Arthur Kilpatrick who runs the Crime-Puter? Diagnosis, severe tinea infection compounded by untreated herpes simplex 2. Ugh. It's almost as bad as my current condition. Diagnosis, frequent bouts of sexlexia, a truly unfortunate disease. M. Barber. Diagnosis, chronic marboperitis, uncurable. I've absolutely no clue what that is, but it sounds unpleasant, whatever it might be. Alrighty. Room 2. Also unoccupied. Nothing here to swipe, apparently. Nope. That room is very much occupied. get the feeling I shouldn't disturb them. Fair number of people waiting around up here. What have we? Hello. You look rather...
Please, get a doctor.
Yes, I'll get right on that.
My insides.
Yeah, sorry, I don't think there's a whole lot I can do for you. How about we just slip out to the back here? Right back the way we came in. Alright, we've got our morphine, we've freed Lily. Just slink our way back to the apartment. It's about time we checked on our emails. Never know when another job will pop up. Nothing in the mail. Back to our little pad. Oh, great. Email. One new email. A favor from LaCroix. It has come to our attention that a sample of werewolf blood has made it into the hands of the local tabloid, and that they have sent it on to the clinic in Santa Monica for testing. The responsible party has been dealt with, most painfully I can assure you, but for obvious reasons we can't have anyone testing the blood. Please retrieve the blood sample from the clinic and leave it in your mailbox. You will be compensated accordingly. Well, doesn't that figure? I just came from there. But a job is a job, and it comes from the prince, especially. Oh, what have we here? Someone has been littering my apartment with random loot. It's awfully kind of them. I should find some place to sell this. I don't think watches are going to be particularly useful to me. There was a pawn shop I passed on the way in. I suppose we'll find out if the pawn shop owner is as forgiving about my appearance as Mr. Kilpatrick was. No one will believe you, bum. Well, he's not immediately screaming and running, which is a good sign.
Good evening. Nice work on the face there. I got a friend who's into the body sculpting scene, goes to conventions and stuff. You know, not my thing, but I can appreciate it. Nice job with the ears there, especially. That's right, dude.
Yes, yes, very rad. I've sculpted this look specifically. Thank you. What is your name?
They call me Tripp. I own this shop.
Cool. Tripp, what do you sell here?
Alright, here's what we got today.
Yeah, rather direct introduction. Alright, let's see. Damage potential. Here the knife is the most useful of my weapons. Let's go ahead and get rid of these others. Hang on to my pistol. Blood packs. Bubble gum. No use for that, selling that. Now, watches, we'll sell that. And the car stereo. Astrolite, I need that. There we go. Silver ring. Some pill bottles. Morphine, I need that from Mercurio. Excellent. Now, what do you see? You don't really have anything for sale, do you? Come on, you must have something better than that.
What you need?
Nice store you've got here. It would be a shame if something happened to it.
Thanks. You, new to Santa Monica?
Yes. Is it rather obvious?
It's not a big surprise. We get you faces through here night after night. Used to be more tourists, but now, I don't know, man. It's more like drifters.
Why do they come here?
Beats me. Santa Monica is dead. I don't know why anyone comes out here anymore.
It's going to get worse now with this serial killer on the loose.
Yeah, it's freaking me out, to be honest. I'm open all night and Santa Monica police don't rank amongst the nation's most worthy.
Are these killings happening around here?
I don't know. I heard earlier someone at the pier got ripped up like that poor bastard in Long Beach the other day.
Yes, I saw it. It was quite gruesome. That's what I heard too.
I'll tell you, crazy stuff happens all the time, and it's like we just get used to it, you know, just going our way, do-do-do. But this, I don't know. These killings are chilling.
Chilling, yes. Indeed, you should be careful, my friend.
So, did you need anything in particular, or?
What do you have to know?
Here's what we got today.
That didn't help me. What else?
Thanks for coming back. What you need?
Do you sell weapons?
No, not really. Sorry.
Not really. You're a poor liar.
No, I said, well, I mean, I don't have any guns. No guns. What?
Nothing. It's just that I would be interested in knowing someone who did.
I'm not properly licensed to carry major weapons. You know, anything beyond a pocket knife is mine personally. You know, like just for show.
I'm sure we can make some kind of a deal here, Tripp.
Well, I don't know. I don't really know you.
Just set me up with some damn guns.
Look, I just don't sell weapons, okay?
Very well. I will return once I can pry them from your cold, dead hands. This chain link fence will not stop me forever. So it seems we need to sneak back into the hospital. And in we go. Alright, so I didn't see any werewolf blood in the hospital or in the blood bank. What's upstairs? Security guard. That's a promising outcome. Difficulty 4. What's my current lockpicking skill? 3. Raise my security or my dexterity. Too expensive. Yes, let's put a point in security. Wait for the security guard to pass around again. Get a move on, donut muncher. You are coming, right? Oh, goodness. Yes, you saw nothing. There we are. Ooh. Yes, yes. That looks like it goes much further down than I want. What have we here? Camera. And a computer. CS door. Unlock it. Excellent. CS cabinet. Unlock that as well. Control Thompson's camera enabled for your security. Well, we'll have to do something about that camera. What's in here? The donut stash has been discovered. Let's just follow this useless guard around for a moment, shall we? Prescriptions.
Hey, you!
Ah, it would seem the camera spotted me. That was a slight mistake. I didn't get a Masquerade violation, though. Is it normal for guards to carry guns in a hospital? Perhaps we can deal with that pesky camera here. Optometry. Cute. Camera 1. Controlled substances camera disabled. For security purposes, all other cameras have been automatically enabled. Alright, let's go get the controlled substances room first, shall we? Oh, hello. Would you kindly move? I need to go that way. Yes, yes. Shuffle on, shuffle on. Aha! Yes, werewolf blood. Excellent. You always seem to be going in the direction that I want to be. Just to be annoying. I don't take kindly to that. Begone, foul human. But he had a gun. Whatever. Camera 2. Prescription storage camera to see. There we are. I believe he was the only guard, so I probably don't need to sneak around anymore. But just to be certain, take it nice and slow. What have we here? Not picking a 5. Now we can do something about that. There we are. Drugs. Lots and lots of drugs to sell. And once more, we abscond into the night with our fresh captured prize. Wrong button. Going to have to go munch on some rats to recover from that. Let's see, so put it in my mailbox. Where are you? Werewolf blood. There we go. Quest log. You have mailed the werewolf blood to LaCroix. Check your email and mailbox for your reward sometime later. Ah, yes. The dark deed is done. Now, let's have a celebration of rat. My favorite. You know, I thought this would be terrible at first, but these actually aren't too bad. And they make such delightful squeaks when you murder them. Now then, what is next on our list? Yeah, the werewolf blood. Well, apparently I'm supposed to save that dying girl. Ah yes, Mercuria's morphine. But actually, first let's go talk to Lily and E, see how that whole reunion thing worked out for them. Let's see. Santa Monica Pier 8. Right here. So I need to go this way, I believe. Yes, yes. Get in there. Perfect. Some rather ominous thunder.
You might have saved me, but I can't look at you. To think anyone could be so compassionate, so heartless.
So evil. You'll get there, my dear. You've already turned onto that highway. Now, where's your lover, E?
Brought my Lily back. She told me all about what happened. I don't know why you helped us, but your blood's worth bottling. I'll never let her go again. Thank you.
No one left to be deserved to be left in that place. I did what was right. Yeah, I did what will give me rewards. That's right in a sense, yes.
I'm gonna be getting out of LA soon. Too dangerous here. Rosa told us something big's about to happen, and I don't want to be here when the Jack comes out of the box. Take that for what you will.
Yes. Jack comes out of the box. I don't like to see that. If the shithouse goes up in flames, it will probably be my fault. Goodbye, E. Alright, I suppose that's all we have to do there. Now then, let's get the morphine to Mercurio before his weak human body fails him. You're quite sneaky, Mr. Police Officer. Perhaps you would enjoy life as an undead. Something to consider. I brought you some morphine. Hold still.
Oh, holy Christ, I needed that.
I hope that helped. And do not forget your deal. Very well, Mercurio has been seen to. What is next on our list? Mercurio has told you about the warehouse being used by the Sabbat that must be infiltrated and destroyed. Problems by Tripp. Ah, yes, we need to go see the Vermins. At the Asylum Club, right over here. Guess we're probably going to have to invisible our way in here. This is an Elysium, which means we're safe in here.
Ooh, what do we have here? Another scrumptious young plaything straight out of life and into my club? You smell new, little boy. Like fabric softener do on freshly mowed astroturf. I'm not frightening you, am I, duckling?
You frighten me. Laughable. Who are you?
I'm the finger down your spine when all the lights are out. And the name on all the men's room walls. When I pout, the whole world tries to make me smile. And everyone always wants to know who is that girl.
It certainly sounds like you get around a little. But you're quite the tease, aren't you? Do you have a name that I may remember you by?
I am Jeanette. And this bit of chaos crammed in a certifiable giggle is my club. I just love to give you funny feelings all night, sweetheart, but I really must trouble with some business. We'll reunite sweet and soon, I promise.
Yes. Whatever. Goodbye. You're certainly quite large. What's wrong with your face?
Nearby or something? Yeah, go take off that mask. You're in the clientele.
Sorry, I can't take it off right now. Can you tell me where Therese is?
Therese? She's upstairs. her and connect right from here. Why do you need to see her?
I need to talk to her.
Yeah, I hear that from everyone. Oh, she's expecting you or something.
She's not expecting me, but she'll like what I have to say. I'm quite certain of it.
Alright, look, I'll cut your break because we're busy here. I'll buzz Therese, tell her you're coming. Take the elevator over there. If I hear that you're not supposed to be there, you and me are gonna have a little heart-to-heart. You hear me?
Oh yes, I will get quite intimate with your heart. Hello, my pretty.
Huh?
Ah, don't be that way. I like cuddling and long walks on the beach. Women. Music is rather loud, isn't it? Ah, excellent.
Your city?
Oh.
Last time I looked, it was called Santa Monica, not stuck-up bitch. So vulgar. I can't even look at you sometimes. Oh, Therese, you really do paint a flattering portrait of me with your turn-of-the-century barb. I always assumed you could do nothing but look down on me. Just the sight of you. The sight of that wicked painted pouch, concealing that dirty, diseased mind. Sin! You have no sin. Let she who is without sin cast the fierce tone. Go ahead and mock me. You pull your pranks, make fun of my ways. It suits you. You're just one big joke. Don't you call me that. Should I start calling a duck a pig as well? I'm your sister. How can you treat me like this? That's it, Jeanette. Run away from the truth. I'll take care of everything, as always.
Girls, you're both beautiful, I'm sure. Well, one of you has better fashion sense than the other, but
Please, come in. I do apologize for my sister's crassness if it made you uncomfortable. She's unabashedly scandalous, but in the club business, I suppose that kind of personality is a necessary evil.
all evil is necessary, my dear. But Jeanette was no trouble.
Nonsense. She's nothing but.
Are you Therese?
Therese Borman, yes. I'm the proprietor of this club, and the only person in this city whose good side it's in your best interest to stay on. What brings you to Santa Monica?
I need you to call off the feud with Bertram Tongue.
Tongue's exile is self-imposed, I assure you. But then, what reason would I have not to hate that loathsome Nosferatu scoundrel? No offense.
Some taken. Now tell him that everything is cool.
I'd be willing to put the word out that my grievances with Tongue have been swept under the rug, but in return, you'll have to help me remove a particularly burdensome spirit from a property I'm looking to invest in.
Spirit? Like an actual ghost?
Oh, I forgot. You're still new to this. Allow me to break you in. Yes, ghosts exist. Werewolves, mummies, and I'd expect a whole lot of other things I've never seen share the night with us.
If I were to kill you, wouldn't Bertram come out of hiding?
I suppose he would if you killed me. But as I understand it, your existence is very tenuous at the moment, and the slightest mistake could be the final nail in the coffin.
Fine, tell me how to get rid of the ghost.
Rumor is that a personal item of a ghost's may be used to draw it out or excise it from its haunt. While I don't put a lot of stock in hearsay, it's my last option. So I want you to go to the Ocean House Hotel, find an item of the spirits, and bring it back.
And what if I can't find one?
If you have to tear the building apart, do so. 3 construction crews have already refused to go back to work because they've been spooked, so to speak.
How do I fight a ghost? Can I just punch them, or...
You don't. They're perfectly harmless.
Somehow I doubt that. Why don't you do it?
As much as I'd like to ensure it's done properly, you're in no position to refuse. That is, if you still want me to call off the feud.
Very well. I will do it if you promise to call off this feud.
Oh, I fully intend to do so. You'll find that dealing with me on the whole is appreciably more predictable than dealing with some of the egomaniacs that are my peers. So long as our business doesn't go sour, my word is gold.
That remains to be seen. Is that what you call it when a dog fetches a stick, however? Business.
Before I forget, take this. The only way to reach the ocean house this time of night is through a tunnel in the sewers. You'll need that key to open the gate for that tunnel.
Sewers, no problem.
If you'll excuse me, I've got situations to set straight.
Right. I guess I'll just go off on this newest errand. Nothing is ever simple. Not some bad music, actually. Oh, yeah. Look at me break it down. Oh, yeah. Yes. Gather around me. Worship my mad skills. Dance for me, minions. Alright, that's enough of that. Good grief. To the sewers. Grab us a little snack to top off. Ocean House Hotel. That's going to be this way. Up we go. And now, we find ourselves at the Ocean View Hotel, which is supposedly infested by a very troublesome ghost. It is our job to remove this pesky creature, so that we may get the feud called off from Bircham Tongue in order to proceed with our actual mission. But that will have to be next time. Farewell, my followers.